agile leadership look like? It looks like people are feeling okay to talk up about what the problems are. They're okay with dissent. They can speak. They're basically feeling psychologically safe. When someone says to me, "Oh, we're all psychologically safe in this room," I know we're not psychologically safe in this room. So if you have to say that there's a problem, it's kind of like a Premier League chairman, a Premier League football club chairman saying, "I fully support my manager." You can't fully support your manager. You just know you're going to die. You're going to pay taxes. So when you're making things really certain, it's not true. So really being real about how safe are people feeling. Also listening to people, listening to what the problems are, listening to what people are frustrated about. And by the way, that might mean you have to kind of create an environment where people are even willing to say that, because they might not feel safe telling you what's wrong in this organization. You might ask them, you might be the best exec in the world, but because of the culture that you're on top of, basically, because you're a guardian of the culture as the CEO, this culture that you've inherited it, you've created it, but whatever's going on, if people don't feel comfortable talking, that's your problem. You need to do something about that. And you might need to work with your reports, you might need to work with your suppliers. You need to almost be forensic and understand, why don't people feel comfortable telling you the truth about what's really going on. Not everybody has to be so beautifully agile. There's different industries, different regions. Culture is a big disabler of kind of cultural change and so on. And culture can be very strong and has very strong gravity. And we need to be realistic about what's possible. Of course, I can and I cannot, or is an opinion, as we need to bear that in mind as well. But essentially, as an executive, if some agility chef is telling you, if you keep on pushing work on top of teams, you're going to have less outputs. And if the agility chef is showing you the data and you're still not listening and you're still doing more pushing, I'm kind of wondering whether the agility chef should even bother helping you. Do you need to be like one of these people on drugs who needs to kind of hit rock bottom before you'll accept help? Yeah, so sometimes an agility chef will need to walk away from you, but should do listen to what they have to say. They will explain why some behaviors are causing problems. They will give you an alternative behavior to explain, you can still achieve even the same or better outcomes with an alternative behavior. It's not easy to change behavior, right? We're trying to change habits of a lifetime sometimes. It's not easy. And like losing weight is not easy. Getting fit is not easy. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but a good agility chef would show you the implications, and a good coach would hold you accountable as well in terms of what you said you were going to do at the start of this journey. And it's not about the coach or the agility chef doing the change for you. The organization owns the change, and you, as a kind of the guardian of the culture, you should be holding some responsibility for the change yourself, and you should not be uncomfortable with an agility chef giving you feedback that you're not exactly exemplifying what's expected of an agile leader. It's all helpful. We all need to improve. No one's perfect. And so as long as you're listening to what's being said, and you need to also go beyond intellectually getting something. I work with a lot of executives who intellectually get something, but how they behave is very different. And that's what we need to work on. Why are they behaving in that way? Why are you behaving in that way?